Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Musa, and today I will be telling you how Israel came into Palestine. So, first, let's jump back into World War II, 1941, where the Holocaust happened in Europe. Alright, so what happened was after World War I, World War II came, and Adolf Hitler had great racism to Israel at that time. So, what happened was Adolf Hitler started murdering over 6 million Israelites. And why that happened was, first of all, as I told you, Adolf Hitler had great racism to Israel. Second of all, he blamed them for Germany's defeat in World War I. Children started dying. Adolf Hitler, he killed a lot of people, and then he sent them to these camps in the desert. I forgot what they're called, but he sent them to these camps in the desert, and during the walk, those who couldn't keep up, they would get killed. And also over there in that camp, they were starving all the time. They would die from hunger. They would get murdered, and they would also die from gas bombs. And they would work day and night. So after that, finally, 4 years later, 1945, the Holocaust finally ended. And then Israel came into Palestine. Now, Israel wanted help. They wanted shelter because they didn't have that because of the Holocaust. So then Palestine, they're like, okay, fine, we'll let you in our homes, and you guys can live with us. Okay? Then 2001 came. Then a few years later, 2001 came, and then what happened was Israel, all the people of Israel that were living in Palestinian homes, they tried kicking out the owner of the home out. They would like start hitting them, punching them. And then 2008 came. Okay, they were still hitting them. They're like still trying to get them out of their home. They hit them so much they started to bleed like badly. So then 2008, what happened was Palestine ended up giving up half of their home, which means they didn't just give up their full home yet. They only like gave up half. Okay? So then Israel's like, okay, fine. But then they just want the whole entire home. So then what happened was Israel, they started hitting people of Israel, they started hitting the Palestinian owners. They still started hitting the Palestinian owners, that the Palestinian owners of the homes would still bleed like a lot. And Israel just wouldn't stop because they wanted Palestinians out of their home. Now tell me, how wrong is this? Okay? Because the reason why they're doing this, because when Israel entered the Palestinians' homes, they whispered that you can let me have this home, right? And they're like, yeah, come in. But they didn't really hear that whisper. So that's why Israel keeps trying to kick them out. So, 2008, after 2008, after a few years later, 2010, Palestinians started fighting back. They started hitting Israel like Israel would hit them as well. So then that's where America got involved. They called in America for help because they have this like alliance with America or something. And then they worked together to kick out the Palestinians out of their homes. So that's how Israel came into Palestine, and that's how Palestine is suffering these days. They don't have shelter, and they don't really have anything to eat these days. You probably know about this, and you're probably supporting Israel. The only reason I made this video so I can convince you to support Palestine. Children are dying, people are suffering, and they don't really have any food to eat. They literally eat rocks. Can you imagine? Like, seriously. So this is why I'm asking you to please support Palestine. This is why I made this video. I'll see you in the next one, and that's all it for me. And I gave you the information that you needed to know. So yeah. All right. Assalamu alaikum.